Hi, I'm Rohan Deshpande, and this is my video journal 5 on Rent. So one thing that I found kind of interesting about this play was that it's a more vulgar, and like there's a lot more swearing and just like suggestive behavior throughout, and I feel like this is more modern entertainment and it applies more to the younger, less proper generation. So this is probably why I enjoyed it more. This is probably one of my favorite plays that we read or watched in this entire class. One value in this dramatic world is that people who are AIDS or HIV positive, they never really know when they could die, and so they're scared for each day could be their last. So like Roger, he wants to write one last song before he goes, whenever that could be. And like Mimi tells Roger that they shouldn't wait for anything because they never know what's going to come next in their life. And so this kind of advanced the message that like despite setbacks like having HIV, we should cherish the time that we have and live life to the fullest. So also residents of Alphabet City, they're very expressive and open. Like the music number in the cafe with Mr. Gray has very provocative elements, like Marine straight up flashing Mr. Gray. And lots of the characters, they're openly homosexual, and they're really not afraid to show their relationships or their affection to others, like Collins and Angel kissing all the time. I feel like this shows like the makeup of like more liberal characters and how they just go against the grain kind of sets up that aspect of it. And I was kind of confused on what exactly Alphabet City was because that's how Mark referred to it at the time. So I looked it up. Alphabet City is a neighborhood in New York. It's where the characters live, obviously. And it's by, like, Avenue A and B, so it kind of makes sense why it's Alphabet. But it's also, like, a more edgy and progressive area is what they called it. And it also has crime. So I could see now that, like, the characters, they're poor, so they live in this, like, lower-end establishment in this neighborhood. But also, the main characters, they're more edgy, and they're artists. And Alphabet City has a lot of artists in there, so this is the area for them. So one diversity issue that I chose to analyze was sexuality, in that the way that sexuality is depicted in this play, it really shows the freedom of expression, and it's kind of unconventional to show that how it's exposing gay characters' relationships and affections to everyone in public, and it's like normalizing this open expression. And so it also kind of shows that like how sexuality really doesn't have anything to do with life, except in the way that people live it. So like we have both straight and gay people who are suffering from HIV or AIDS. So it just shows that like people, despite their sexualities, they have the same struggles, and so we need to support them for that. It's kind of getting rid of the prim and properness. It's like I said before, it's going against the grain. It's really what this play is about. One song that I want to analyze, I like the song. It's called Another Day. It was when Roger and Mimi were talking, and the function of it is like really to face Roger against his feelings. With Mimi's kind of there to like urge him to go on and take a chance and stop beating himself up, and introduces the notion of that tomorrow may never come because they're both HIV positive, and like life is short, so there's no day but today. That's the line that they use. And also like it pins Mimi as Roger's love interest, but he seems broken and defiant, and he's really cold to her even though she's trying to free him so he can finally enjoy his life. But this like really exposes what is troubling Roger for all this time. One question that I have is, what change do you think the characters should make so that Angel's death wasn't in vain? Because Mark and Roger were arguing about this towards the end of the play. Also, what was your favorite song, and how did you feel or like react when you were first listening to it? Were you like hype? Were you like sad? What kind of feeling did you get?